Sope Dirisu continues to cement Elliot as London's deadliest Afro action man. If John Wick had a British cousin, it'd be Elliot, and he'd still be the cooler one. Welcome to Kenken Reviews. I'm Kenken, so I'm gonna watch it so you don't have to. And this is the review for Gangs of London Season 3. You've got this far. If you like things film, TV, video games, and theatre, this is the place to be. Join us, join the community, subscribe. That way, let's discuss.
Last night, 600 people died. And it wasn't an accident.
What would you call it?
An attack.
Welcome back to London, where the skyline is painted with bullets, betrayal is the currency of choice, and the only thing thicker than blood is, well, the trail it left behind. Season 3 kicks off with the city on the brink of war, as the fallout from previous seasons finally explodes into an all-out gangland apocalypse. The Wallaces, the Albanians, and a new player in town battle for supremacy, while an intricate assassin lurks through the shadows, pulling strings and slicing throats. It's a season where no one is safe, and even the thickest plot armor starts to show cracks. Sope Dirisu continues to cement Elliot as London's deadliest Afro action man. If John Wick had a British cousin, it'd be Elliot, and he'd still be the cooler one. The combat choreography, absolutely top tier. Every punch, kick, and gunshot feels bone-crushingly real. Whether it's a finesse kind of fight or just an all-out brawl, scrap it. They came correct with this. Meanwhile, Billy Wallace, the once fragile mess of a man, has transformed into this one-handed menace, proving that trauma builds character and a high body count. Then there's Marion Wallace, aka Madam Stark, who has fully embraced her villain era. This season, she speaks less and kills more, operating on pure, I've had enough of this kind of energy. Old faces like Luam and Cornelius add fresh chaos to the mix, ensuring that the blood-soaked torch is passed on to worthy successors. If season 3 proves anything, it's that Gangs of London has leveled up in every department. The cinematography is crisp, the CGI, especially in most of the gruesome moments, is seamless, and the action sequences are pure art. That's if your idea of pure art involves blunt force, trauma, and a lot of arterial spray. Speaking of the brutality, let's talk about that pool table scene. It's not just a kill, it's an endurance test. It happened so quick, if you blink too long, you will miss it, but it was such a cold scene. Season 3 is just torture after torture until you start questioning your own morality for watching it. The showrunners were clearly on a mission to make us wince. The soundtrack continues to amplify the tension, switching from eerie stillness to pounding beats that make every gunfight and betrayal hit harder. Episode 5, which gives us one of the best shot sequences in the entire series. A tense, post-pounding scene involving a mother, her baby, and a transition from action to body horror in just a few seconds. It's a Rambo, Lara Croft mix-up moment for the ages. Since season 1, Gangs of London has been building up to this all-out war, and season 3 finally delivers. The Albanians and the Wallaces clash in a way that feels epic yet personal, with betrayals and backstabs woven into the story and woven into every move. Throw in a political angle, because what's gang warfare without a scandal? And the stakes get even higher. A tainted drug supply triggers a domino effect of revenge plots and power struggles, leading to some of the most intense scenes yet. And let's not forget the big deaths. No spoilers, no names. Just know that major players do fall this season. And when they do, you'll be left staring at the screen like, so where do we go from here? The best character arc for me is Billy Wallace. From Karen Wreck to Stone Cold Gangster, he was moving mad. His transformation is one of the season's most satisfying. Meanwhile, a new Wallace enters the fray, and while they have big shoes to fill, they bring a fresh dynamic to the family's crumbling empire. And then there's a twist, a game-changing moment that ties it all back to season 1. Just when you think you know where this is headed, Gangs of London pulls the rug from right under you in the best and bloodiest way possible. Season 3 isn't just the best season yet. It's the payoff we've been waiting for. It's bold, brutal, and beautifully shot, with storytelling that balances character depth with action-packed carnage. If you thought Gangs of London had reached its peak, think again. This season cements it as one of the greatest crime dramas on TV. Where do you think the series goes from here? Did you predict that ended? If you were in this world, do you think you'd be with the Wallaces, the policemen, or one of the Albanians? What are your predictions for season 4? If you're enjoying these reviews, be like the Wallaces. Don't watch nothing. Don't watch nobody. Just focus on yourself and hit that like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. That way, let's discuss.